Hey.
Welcome, all you business geeks, and happy Labor Day to our American listeners. And like I said, welcome to the Business Geeks podcast, an entrepreneurial show where three geeks, we're three friends who are geeks, geek out loud and proud on everybody's business. I'm Super Joe Pardo of superjoepardo.com and indiepodcasters.com. I'm joined by my two wonderful co-hosts, Jennifer Crawford, the co-founder of Sparent.co, and Samantha Riley of SamanthaRiley.global. This week we are talking email marketing. Apparently Sam has something grinding her gears this week, and who is getting my lunch money? I'll give you a hint. It's somebody who doesn't even have a website.
I am excited already.
Yeah. This is intriguing.
So,
yes, this is good.
Jen, are you refreshed from your vacation last week?
Yes, I am so refreshed. There is something about mountain air that just, is good for the soul. And we went hiking and we saw scenic vistas. We hiked up big steep rocks, and we had tons of scenery, wild ponies, a cabin in the middle of nowhere. It was so nice.
I love it.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
That's
awesome. And how are you doing this morning, Sam?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Very happy to be here with the geeks, entrepreneuring.
Yes, you got it.
Okay, right, all right. I'll hand it back over to you, Joe.
No, well, before we get started, we both of us, both Jen and I, both have events this upcoming week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we should probably promote those before we get underway on the market, the email marketing thing. Jen, would you like to start?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would love for all you business geeks out there to join me at the Six Figure Salon. It's for business owners whose next financial destination lands somewhere in the six figures, but you're also looking ahead to seven figures. So we have incredible, inspirational women speaking and doing interactive events, including our very own Samantha Riley. She will be there. And on day one, even, because she's a day one kind of girl. So definitely, if you go to smallbusinessgrit.com, you'll get all the information, see the speakers and the schedule, and be able to get tickets. It's part of a virtual summit series, the Small Business Grit Summit series. And this one is the Six Figure Salon. So definitely join us. It's going to be a good time, highly interactive, a lot of networking, a lot of connections, collaborations, and great knowledge sharing.
Question for you. You said the website is smallbusinessgrit.com, GRIT.com?
Uh-huh.
Oh, boy.
What?
Oh, it loaded this time. Oh, the first time I did it didn't load.
Embarrassing.
Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
I definitely am like 90% sure I spelled it right the first time because
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
It is there. It is there.
It's all there.
Yeah, it
came
up with
there.
a 502 error. It wasn't a 404 error, but it was a 502 error.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
Of the known one. So September.
It's Labor
14th
Day. It was just taking a bit of a holiday. It was having a bit of time off, but it's here now.
Do you have
working
Labor
hard
Day
for us
down
again.
there? Sam?
We have Labor Day in October.
October. Okay. Cool. So then that's you're going into your winter, right?
No, that is
Or
going
no,
into our
it's summer.
summer.
Oh, so your Labor Day is the beginning of summer. Ours is at the end of summer.
Mm.
Well, then when you live on the other side of the planet, and
we do
upside
things
down.
all backwards. Exactly.
Yes. And I have the Indie Podcast Conference number 6 coming up this upcoming weekend. And Sam, you are one of our speakers. We have over 30.
Look, I've got a very
speakers
busy week.
Damn,
Yes,
you're in
you
demand
do.
everywhere.
You are. You're speaking on the first
I'm
day
looking
at 6
forward to
p.m.
it. Oh, look, 2 first days. How about that?
Yeah.
The heavy hitters on the first day.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you haven't gotten your ticket for that, it's still available. It's in 4 days and 16 minutes. Oh, we have our t-shirts available as well. Still. So yeah, you should totally do that. We got workshops and speakers and the 80s theme. So you bring your 80s gear, and it's gonna be a really. I was doing some research on what I want to do for my intro for this conference, and I have some things up my sleeve. So
Ooh,
I'm
exciting.
looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun.
Exciting.
Anyway, wait. I did leave it open. Small business grit, BUSINESS grit.com. Yeah, it didn't. I know it's
I
probably
can't
hard
explain
to
it.
see that.
I don't
but yeah, it
know.
didn't, let me try it. Hit it again. Oh,
I will
502, not
contact our
504.
web administrator.
Yeah, weird. Anyway, so this week we are discussing email marketing, and so it was my week to come up with the topic, and yeah, obviously I was slacking a little bit, but I wanted to get some input because I went through the sheet of what we've talked about, and I noticed that we hadn't talked about email marketing. And I was like, I'm pretty sure all three of us come at it from a slightly different perspective. So it might be encouraging to hear that your different perspective can work too, instead of the opposite, that you have to do it this way because that's the way we do it. Speaking of that's the way we do it, before we actually tease, just to tease it one more time, we have two business geeks that listen that we wanted to give a shout out to. So did you want to do one of them, Sam, Jen? Who wants to?
Yeah, well, I can do one. I want to give a shout out to Marsha Sheehan, who gave us a 5-star review on iTunes, and we very, very much appreciate that. I can't remember Marsha's website, but I know on Instagram her handles @CharmedConnector. I know that off by heart because I follow her, and she has lots of cool information topics.
Is this it?
Content would be the word. That is Marsha. Absolutely. Yes. So thank you, Marsha, for the 5-star.
Oh,
Look at that. It's a small world around here.
Wow, isn't it just?
Yeah, that's the best place to go for Marsha, because she's got a lot going on, including her own podcast, which is pretty amazing, her own small business, and her own event that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So she is an amazing person to know and get to know. So definitely check out that site. She's a personal friend of mine.
Website?
Oh, the one you're looking at.
Is it marshasheehan.com? No.
Yeah, the marshasheehan.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we got a nice voice memo from Nick Goberlish, Goldfish, over the weekend about how much he enjoyed binge listening to our show. So it's much appreciated, Nick, that you're listening and learning along the way. I mean, we are quite a few episodes into this thing. I don't have it in front of me. How many episodes?
It's I think in the late 20s, something like that.
I'll tell you in a second. I have it right here.
I've lost
29.
track.
This is episode 30. So.
Wow. There you go. Time flies when you're having fun.
Hitting our
30.
30s.
Yeah.
Hitting our 30s. So, so it's much appreciated. And if you would like to let us know how you are feeling about these episodes that we're putting together and the conversations that we're having and all that, please leave us a review on your favorite podcast listening app of choice. Or send us a message at questions@businessgeekspodcast.com, or reach out to one of us personally. It'd be awesome to hear from you and what you want to hear more of, right? Like we ask every single week to mail us your questions and your ideas and what you want to hear about. So please take us up on that.
Absolutely.
It would be awesome and very much helpful to us.
The show is for you. It is not for us, right?
100%.
Is it? I mean, for me, it's for me.
Oh no! I think I'm really
So?
proud of what we've created. In that, I've never been a believer that business is black and white. It just isn't. There are so many great areas, and there's so many gurus. Oh, they call themselves gurus out there that are saying it is this way or the highway. It is only this way, and it's not. And no one else is standing up and saying that except for the business geeks. We're all successful. We all go about things different ways. And I love that we can debate and show people that we're still getting to the end result in a different way. So,
yeah,
I love that too. I love it so much.
So speaking of different ways, email marketing and how we use it to our advantage and how we use it to cultivate. I'll start with, I remember... I've always heard the stories about the people that I send an email every single day to my list. And I'm like, Wow, that seems like an awful lot of emails to have to A, create, and B, for people to actually open and listen and or read and partake in. But I don't know. Have you because I've tried it. Have either of you tried an email every day?
Hmm.
How did that work out for you?
It worked out really well for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. It depends. It depends what I'm doing as to when I would send it out. So if I'm doing a launch, yeah, I definitely send out emails every day.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
And,
don't
and
send them
we,
every day for my business, but for the events, they go out every day, like during and yeah.
yeah, to keep top of mind, I'm sure. So when you do that, how does your unsubscribe rate go up?
Yep.
And how do you not get scared of that?
Because if I'm doing a launch and I'm selling a product and someone feels the need to unsubscribe, they were never going to be my customer anyway. The only reason I send emails is because I'm a business and I'm selling a product. It's no different than if I was a retail store and someone came in the door and asked me if they could buy something. Email's exactly the same. It's just in the virtual space, or it's in the online space. It's not really virtual, I guess. It's out there, it's real. But that's our version of someone coming into our shop and asking for a product. And if I've said, okay, well, this is the product I've got, and someone says I'm not interested, then that's okay.
I think I could argue that it's a little different than the person coming in your shop. It's almost like, and I think this is where like email marketing is so valuable, but where you have to like go about it a certain way that's effective, right? Because it's kind of like I went into your shop one day and I bought something, or maybe I didn't, and I left, and now you're knocking on my door every day trying to sell me something.
Yes.
Yeah, fair call.
Okay. So if you're knocking on my door every day or once a month or once a week, it better be worth me opening the door. And in fact, I might not open the door when you're there. I might wait, open the door a month later. I mean, I think the analogy is sound because everybody's bombarded, right? Do you know anyone that says, gee, I'm not getting enough email?
Yeah, going back to 1992.
Yeah.
You've got mail. Oh, exciting!
Right, nothing's hit my inbox in weeks. How are you guys doing? Nobody's saying that. Nobody is saying that. Okay.
Absolutely not.
So I think you have to go about it in a way that you have to deliver value. You have to have subject lines that are intriguing but accurate. And the reason I say accurate is because if you're not familiar with the CAN-SPAM Act, get to know it now, U.S. people. You guys know what Sam, you might not know what it is because from the Federal Trade Commission.
I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
I'm sure most countries have something that aligns with it. Mm-hmm. It's delightful reading. It really is. It's a lot of fun.
I'm sure you read it all the way through.
I read it because you know what? The fines can go into the $40,000 range per instance. That means if you sent a spammy email to a list of 500 people, they can ding you. Not that they're looking for like the small or micro business owner. But the FTC has been known to set an example. So you have to have an unsubscribe option. Your subject line has got to match the content of your email, and if you're selling something, you have to disclose that you're selling something. So and there are other rules too. I recommend that you just Google CAN-SPAM Act and bookmark it and get to know it, because you don't want to be breaking those rules. And honestly, they're there to make the delivery of email more pleasant on the receiving end. So I think if you follow it, you're actually ultimately going to have a happier email list, more healthy, robust email list. So anyway, email police over here. Just
no, I'm
out of trouble.
Yeah. Definitely follow those rules. They're there for a reason.
I'll say this. When one of the things that is disappointing, and I've had this happen over the years with MapCon, the Mid-Atlantic podcast. I'm wearing the shirt actually. Is like you have people that are a part of they're part of the community. They're like involved and stuff like that. And then after you start ramping up the emails, right, for the next conference, and then all of a sudden they hit the unsubscribe button, and it's like, oh, but then they're gonna miss out on the next one. I get you might not want all the emails for this one. I kind of wish there was like a pause button or something. Like pause these emails instead of, because everything's like unsubscribe, right? Like to me, if I could just pause it for 60 days or 90 days or something, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, so then after 90 days it goes back on the list, and then then I can make another decision, like a snooze button that they have on Facebook for people that political lies Facebook too much.
That would be handy. I agree.
I think it would be. I don't know. Just because it's like you look at who's unsubscribing, and I'm like, this kind of stinks, because like I said, I know this person's going to want to know about the next event even if they can't make this event.
I'm pretty sure that you can set it up so that they can unsubscribe from the emails right now, but still get the next conference emails, and it's all got to do with tagging.
Segmenting your list.
Yeah, you can actually do that. Yeah,
that would be helpful.
I have not. But I know that you can. I mean, my list is segmented, but I've never sent. I don't know how that works that well.
No, that would definitely would be very, very helpful, because I don't want people. I don't want people to miss out on the next one or something to that effect, just because they're like, there's so much going on with this one and all that. Now, I also think that one other thing I've noticed with emails that I receive from a company called Newegg.com, they have like probably one of the best email marketing teams out there, because literally they send an email, at least one email a day, and it's always a different theme. They have a different theme for every single day of the year. It's insane how they repackage the same stuff that's not really on sale over and over and over and over again into some kind of theme. Like that's some kind of level of pain of, trying to figure all that out.
That is actually something I was going to say. Do you guys have emails that you actually enjoy to get? Because a lot of us talk about, emails being annoying, but I definitely have emails that I look out for and definitely open, because they always have value.
Yeah. There's a few of them. Definitely.
Yeah, so all three of us do. So would you
agree? But if they email me every day, I might not be as interested.
Yeah.
Well, because it's almost like the too much effect, right? Like if you're available too much, or the email's like constantly, I didn't even get a chance to read yesterday's email. Well, here comes the next email, and like, I didn't even get a chance to read 2 days ago email. And here comes the next one. And as an inbox zeroer, that's not good. That just means it's going to start getting pushed into like the newsletters folder that never actually gets opened.
Yeah. Now I also don't normally send out emails every day, but because you don't like to receive emails every day, Joe, does that sometimes hold you back from sending more emails than you should?
Probably. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't get worried about unsubscribes anymore. In fact, I welcome it, because then it means I don't go into the next bracket of paying more for emails, so I, bring on the unsubscribes. It's fine. It's just, I'd only say it hurts when it's certain, like when I'm looking at the names and I'm like, oh, I see certain people, and I'm like, I'm not taking it personally. It stinks, because I want them to still be involved going forward. And like you were saying, you could set, there's a way to segment it. And I'm going to have to look into, I use Aweber currently, so I'm going to have to look in to see that. I do use segmenting for that, so I could send out emails to like the IndiePod University students and all that. But yeah, I don't know that, I don't know. I'd like to get back to sending emails like on a daily basis. It probably would help, since I'm generally creating content every single day for the IndiePod community. So it probably would actually help. So I need to maybe work that into my schedule. It's one of the reasons why I finally moved to a paid email client, like subscription thing, because like I was using MailChimp. So I'm like, yeah, we have less than 2,000 emails anyway. So like, why am I going to pay for it? Well, one of the reasons to pay for it is I want to be able to send more than 5 emails a month, and you can't do that. Like before, it wasn't a big deal because I was only sending maybe 1 or 2 a month, 3 months, 2 or 3 a month tops. And now I'm trying to like ramp that up. So, yeah, I definitely got to get back on that doing a daily thing.
Well, we've talked about unsubscribing a little bit, but I think what's more exciting is how to grow your email list, how to get people to subscribe to your email list, so that when you do those daily emails, it's going to a decent number of interested people. So I think in order to grow your email list, you probably have to have a multi-pronged approach. So I'm sure you guys do something similar, but like we have gated content. So, hey, here's something that we're going to give you for free in exchange for your email. There's that. I've used the summit and events for like really, growing my email list pretty rapidly. Let's see, what else? What am I missing? Having people sign up to your email list in your email signature. You can make that an option, because a lot of people, we just talked about emails, we're emailing a lot, but it's not always marketing emails. You email lots of people who may be interested in actually signing up for your email list. So I think it's got to be something that's multi-pronged and also automated as much as possible. I mean, this is what I love about email marketing, is there's so much potential for automation, right? And I know, I'm sure you guys use automation in a lot of ways, but automating those email nurturing sequences, the onboarding sequences, the offboarding sequences, it took a little bit of investment of time to write all the email sequences, but once you have them loaded up in your CRM or whatever email marketing software you're using, I like the CRM because there are triggers that make the automation start happening for different segments of people. And yes, Mary Sue, whose CRM I'm using. Can't not mention the Work Smarter CRM because it is just a workhorse for our business. But she says adding a link to your lead magnet in your email signature. Yes, actually, I need to do that. I don't have that in my email signature, and I have a fancy email signature too.
You do. You have a GIF in your
signature.
Oh wow.
It's quite entertaining, but yeah. I mean, are you guys all jazzed about email automations? It's just me?
No, definitely. And what I was going to say is, I think that email is the most important thing in a business, and I think it's more important than a website. So I could be going out on a limb here, but I think that the very, very first thing that people, and I don't care if you don't agree with me, Joe.
I'm debating. I'm thinking about it.
I love when we have a disagreement. I love it.
The very, very first thing we should be doing is growing our list, because I don't know about you guys, but if I'm selling something and I put an email out, that's where I make my sales. It happens in my email. And my very first mentor, when I was moving into the online space, said that was the very first thing I should do. And I listened to him. And I'm so glad that I did, because I've been growing my email list for such a long time. Well, we were growing our email list back before we even had a website, actually, in all my businesses, and always making sales from our emails. And I think that it is so underutilized, and there are so many people out there that have had businesses for multiple years and they still don't have email lists. It's just, to me, it's just crazy.
Sam, you are speaking Mary Sue's language.
Yes.
She says she agrees with you.
You can be in my club, Mary Sue. Joe's not joining us, but Mary Sue is.
I think that, that's a solid reasoning for sure. I would say that, yeah, you're probably right. It probably is more important, but I think that having the website, or at least people being able to find you, right? Like I will talk about.
I didn't say don't have a website.
Well, you said first, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the number one thing. So yeah, and I don't think that's if you already have people on a list, then yes, that's absolutely awesome. Like if you have an ability to create that list, whether it's in a brick and mortar store or like going on the street and like passing out pamphlets and like writing it down on a scratch pad. I think that's definitely important because you're getting the people that are interested in your business, interested in what you're doing, like are like in serving it up right to them. So no, I definitely do agree. But the more important than a website, I don't know.
Yeah.
because
I
think I would say people still have to be able to find you. So I think it's really close, like really really close.
Yeah. There's just one thing that you said that I want to pick up. You said people are interested in you. Guess what? They're not. They're interested in their own problems. So one of our businesses, what we did was we asked people to join our page, and we said, if you join our page and if you send us an email, your email, we'll send you this free thing. And they're like, oh, that'd be great. I'll join your page for that free thing. And we just manually collected those email addresses and added them to our list, which some of them are still on my list from back in like 2011. Still
There's
on
so
my
much
list.
happening in the chat right now.
Awesome.
I am
Yeah, I know. I can't
even
believe
see
it.
it.
You're blowing it up, people. You're blowing it up. I'm not even, for once, I'm not in the argument. I don't have a dog in the fight. Yes. So
But I'm not saying one or the other. That is not what I'm saying at all.
we can have both.
Totally.
Both at the same
Right.
time.
Totally.
Well, because like I'm thinking about like, okay, so like if I had the website, right, the website has to be well put enough together that people will it'll actually be like search engine optimized enough. So when people Google it, as they will find the website, not necessarily by the name, but the problem that they're trying to solve. Like, so, and it's a lot more complicated than like literally just opening up an Aweber or a MailChimp or an Entrepreneur. So I don't disagree. I think that even just at that point, having at least a basic like, hey, we exist and we own the domain. Own the domain. Here's why. Here's why you need to own the domain, because look at this.
The domain?
Yes, the domain. You need to own the domain.
You're getting excited.
Look, I'll get excited because and this isn't political, but like, look, keepamericagreat.com. This is Trump's main slogan.
I don't
Doesn't
know
own the
why
.com.
we're sharing him, but
because he doesn't own the domain.
right.
So that's why my point is at least go buy the domain. Even if you're just going to have like a landing page that says, hi, it's me, like this is the business.
Okay, I think we can agree with that.
Own the domain.
I want to go back to the knocking on the door analogy because
Okay,
now
go ahead.
I'm saying the website, Joe, is like telling people, come visit me, and I'm not going to give you the exact address, right? Like you're just gonna, I want you to come visit me, but I'm not going to tell you where I live. The email is I'm going to go visit you, and I have your address, and so I'm going to knock on the right door, and I'm going to come to your house. I'm not going to wait for you to come to me, and you don't even know where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess what I'm saying is that I think I'm siding with Sam on the email list is more important than the website.
And that's just like when I said that, it's which one would you do first? And I think so many people start a business, maybe bootstrapping, spend all of their budget on a website rather than let's just get a website, an email list up and running. Let's sell some stuff. Exactly, Mary Sue. Exactly.
So true. And they don't know SEO, and they're not putting money into Google
and they
ads.
don't, and they just have a pretty website because their web designer has said that it's just an online business card. And I just think that so many people get caught spending a lot of money on a beautiful website that brings no leads. They don't make any sales. I mean, a website without any work is like putting your shop down in the middle of the Sahara Desert.
Well, and I will venture to say that most people's website traffic is coming from the content they create and their email marketing. It's not coming from people Googling them. Do you know if people Google virtual assistant agency, Spirit does not even come close to ranking. I mean, we're probably on the 100th page, 1000th page. I don't know. All my business comes from my email list, networking, and, content that we put out there. That's how people are coming to our website. Mm-hmm. So it's not coming up when people Google virtual assistants. I mean, I've got too much competition. I can't afford to rank. I'd have to be making a lot more money to compete in that game.
Well, let's face it. I mean, as amazing as all three of us are, and we are, we're not the big, massive people that, have got millions of hits on our website every day. For us, and I'm sure for a lot of the people that listen to this show, people come to us because there's already a know, like, and trust factor.
Yeah.
They already know us or know of us or have been following our content or opening our emails.
Knock, knock.
Here I am.
Here I am again. Please open the door.
I'm here.
Well, Brad asked mail list or Facebook group, and I mean I think it's pretty clear. Mail list is really the most important of the two because it's so much more targeted than if they see the Facebook post because Facebook's deciding that.
Yeah, and what's really tricky is that everything that we have talked about actually all does work in synergy. It is part of a big picture. Mm-hmm. None of this works on its own. So it's not email list or website or email or Facebook group or something else. It isn't. It's the whole lot together. When I was saying it, I see a lot of people who are starting out that don't start their email list from day one, and I think they get caught up. That was where I was coming from. But I think all of them work together because I use my Facebook group to build my list. I use my website to build my list. I use my podcast to build my list. It all kind of works together. Actually, I don't know why I said kinda because it doesn't kind of work together.
It does work. It does. Yeah. It definitely does. Yeah.
No, I mean, all those things definitely help, and having your email go right into people's inboxes where they actively are actively checking for those messages and not having the inbox tell you what messages are important. Though I think Gmail, I think you can set that relevancy so only relevant emails show up in your inbox. But that, I don't know, that's it. That seems from an inbox zero standpoint, that seems really dicey. I'm not a fan of that idea. So I think having those messages come up as time, like kind of like how Twitter and Instagram and Facebook used to be. Oh, somebody just posted, so now it's just in a time relevancy thing versus a relevancy thing. Is much more. It's better, like for you to reach the people that you actually want to reach. And I didn't even mean to take away from the importance of email there, Sam. I just was saying.
I'm not.
It was a friendly conversation.
I think my point was more about just at least get the domain name. You don't have to create a whole website to have your domain name, so that somebody else can't pull it away from you and then charge you a bunch of money for it when they figure out, like, oh, hey, look, you actually want this.
Oh, 100%.
Get your real estate. Get your real
please.
estate.
Like, get out of here. Like, that's no thanks.
Yeah. Well, you know what we haven't said, which I think
that?
if we get off this show and don't say it is a crime. In terms of leveraging the actual emails that are going out to your list, they have to have a call to action.
Yeah, every single one.
Right? Like they have to have some sort of purpose. They have to deliver value. You have to really know your audience, first of all. I think that's where I think the segmenting your audience is so important. Don't send the same content to everybody. They're not the same group of people. They don't have the same needs or interests. They're not in the same place in your pipeline. You don't have the same relationship with each of them. They might be cold leads. They might be warm leads. They might be current clients. They might be past clients. They might be team members, future team members. Everybody should have a somewhat personalized automated email sequence associated with your relationship with them. So you have to deliver the value. It's got to be interesting enough to open. It can't be too long, can't be too short. And it has to have a call to action. Like, what do you want them to do after when they read the email? Do they want, do you want them to to buy something? Do you want them to read something? Do you want them to go someplace? What is it that you want them to do? Right?
Yeah, totally. And
okay.
No, I didn't want to cut you off, Jen. You're always talking such amazing things. I was going to say the call to action isn't always a sale. And I'm glad that you mentioned that, because sometimes it's just, hey, hit reply and tell me something, or go here and listen to this episode, or, subscribe to my podcast, or subscribe to our podcast.
Subscribe to our podcast. We are not leveraging the Business Geeks email list at all.
No.
Our email game for Business
Do we
Geeks
even have a Business Geeks email list?
Well, we need to. It's things that we need to work on. Let's build the audience first, and then we'll
exactly.
If you'd like to be on our email list, please share your email in the comments.
Oh no! Don't put it there.
Why?
In the comments, because then it's not private. We care about privacy.
We're all friends here.
Jen,
we're all friends
Jen,
here.
We care about privacy. They're not. No,
there is no privacy, Joe. If you have not accepted that fact yet, I'm sorry. There is no privacy left. Yeah. Everyone has a junk email. Everyone has. Okay. Does everyone have an email that they give to, like, that is not their real? It's not an email, their primary email, that is just for junk mail, for the newsletters and things like that. You don't have a throwaway email. Then you have not started living.
20 emails, but they all go
20?
to the same inbox. At least, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
But they all go to the same inbox. So
wow.
I get this, and I keep it inbox 0.
I know.
Right now,
I was just going to say.
Oh my gosh! If I had a nickel for every time you said
right
inbox 0 this episode,
I'm panicking.
That's because every time Joe sees my email inbox, it almost gives him a stroke.
I think inbox 0 is this year's man bun. I don't know. Am I crazy?
Hey,
Nick.
You missed the shout out from earlier. There's a buy my stuff at buymystuff.com. Yes, Brad.
Yeah.
So why 20 emails? So the reason is because I have lots of different websites I'm associated with, and each of them have like an email address. So they all go back to they all still end up in the same Gmail box.
He's so busy. Yeah. And in fact, Sam, going back to that call to action, I think it's super important that you're not always selling something.
100%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We've all
jab, right.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been victims of, like, hey, I went to somebody's free webinar, I went to, a low cost, event or something. And then you're just flooded with buy from me. And it's like, I mean, it's too much. It's almost like an email assault.
The other thing though, and I know that I mentioned this at Icon last year, is that we've got to be very careful that we don't put our own perspective and lens onto everyone. Because I think there's a lot of people that say, and I did call Joe out on it earlier just because we'd had this conversation, because he said, I don't like having these emails every day. I don't want to be that person. I'm like, but Joe, you're not even sending one a month. You can get caught up in thinking, I don't want to bother people. Where I think that it's really important, rather than think I don't want to bother people, to think what can I do to add the most value, and to just ask yourself that different question so that you are adding value. Because there is definitely people that I love to open their emails. Their emails give me so much information, value, laughs, whatever it is, and that we should all be trying to do that.
Thanks, Meg. I appreciate it.
Okay. Can we put up Nick's thank you?
Oh, there we
go.
Because
this is super important.
I wanted to get that out of the way.
Super important.
Yep.
So our social media platforms are not owned by us. They're owned by someone else. So at any time, Mr. Zuckerberg could decide, hey, Nick, I'm just going to take your Facebook page or profile down right now. And all of a sudden that definitely has happened. Or you go in Facebook jail for a month. You definitely should be building your email list, even if you don't email them often, just so that you have got the ability to be in control of being able to speak to your prospects. So,
oh my gosh.
And your past customers absolutely need that, Nick, because they need to be reminded that you're open to other jobs for them, because it might not be for them. It might be like,
referrals.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
give you a referral to somebody else, like top of
Or
mind,
my kid drew crayon all over the wall and I need my
Yes.
house painted again. Or
Yes.
you just did such a great job of my house. I'm going to get you to do to paint my parents' house. There's
And
so
I could,
many.
oh my gosh. Well, I was gonna say
Yeah.
I have like I'm like chomping at the bit because I like have like a real life like example of this. So we're getting a lot of like house projects done during this quarantine, and one of them was to paint the exterior of our house. We had this great painting company, local painting company. Otherwise, I would use Nick's painting company. But I don't live near Nick, so I don't think it's worth the commute for him to come out here, like several hours away. But they did a great job on the exterior. And now we're so happy with them, that it was like a check I loved paying them because they did such a great job. So we need them to do the interior, but life is busy and I keep forgetting to look up their number and schedule it. I wish and I have gotten zero email marketing from not only this painting company, but from all the businesses, house service businesses, painters, masons, driveway people, bug sprayers, gutter people. I mean, all the people we've used, landscapers, not one single business has email marketed to me. And you know how it is when you have a house, especially an old house like mine, I'm in constant need of people taking my money to fix things around here. So I'm going to call the painter eventually whenever I get around to it, but he could have had my business much sooner if he had marketed to me as a past customer and said, hey, here's 10% off your next painting as a loyal customer. He would have been here this week. Like I would have pulled the trigger on that because so easy, path of least resistance. So I would definitely recommend all those home service people out there, the landscapers, the painters, the deck cleaners, market, because you know what? Nobody else is. 99% of your competition is not marketing to their clientele. And with the home service businesses, there is a continual need. My gutters need to be cleaned every few months, right? Like I don't want to have to look up the phone number and remember who I used and blah, blah. Like if you market to me, so I can easily find you.
That gutter person could, when they come to you, put you in a sequence so that they automatically send you an email in 3 months. We saw you 3 months ago, Jen. Just want to know, would you like us to come and do that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
That's exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want.
Yeah, I'm with you, Jen. I would rather someone just go, hey, about that thing. I go, awesome, done. And I just want to hit reply on the email and just get it sorted.
Schedule.
Like I don't want to pick up the phone. I just want it dealt with. So I'm with you.
Right.
I just sat down with one of my clients who's a chiropractor the other day, and we worked out his whole year working on seasons, because at different seasons people are doing different things, different promotions, bring a friend, or going through different problems that people have. So, and it's very easy to do. Very easy to do. Just to sit down and figure it all out.
That is so smart. And in terms of bringing a friend, like my neighbor and I, we have the same kind, like our house is identical pretty much, and we have big lots, and so we're constantly like wrangling like tree people and landscapers, trying to get them to service our homes at the same time. Like we're trying to broker like a little bit of a discount for the, one-stop shopping. We're doing that. We're doing all that work. I'm like, these businesses should be thinking along those lines. Like I'm doing business with you. If you bring a neighbor or two, like I'll give you a deal. Like and this can all be automated. It can all be automated. So
absolutely.
Easy.
Absolutely.
When I go running out in the morning, I wonder like why I don't see if I was like the landscapers, I would be getting like those hooks, like the things that go on doorknobs, and like literally if I have one or two, like just one customer in that area, like every time we're in that area, just run up and down the street real quick.
Yeah,
hit all the
totally.
doorknobs.
Yep.
And eventually you'll start getting 2, 3, 4, 5. I was thinking like you take a picture out in front of the person's house that you do, and then put that on there, and then like bam, like all of a sudden you have like 50, 60 houses like right there that you could be hitting up.
Yeah.
Totally.
With a message of like, hey, we literally do the house that's right down the street from you.
Yeah. I'm just so glad this came up, because I think a lot of people in the online space think of email marketing, but there are mom and pop businesses, service businesses that are not online based, that come to your home and do things that could use email. I mean, every business really, but I mean, it's such a missed opportunity. I mean, you're leaving so much money on the table. And email marketing it's not very expensive. Even if you have a large enough email list where you have to bump into the paid version of something, I mean, it's a small fraction of just one job that you're going to secure.
Yeah. And if I want to circle right back to the beginning, Joe, the very first thing you talked about was unsubscribing. Well, it hasn't cost anyone anything to join. It hasn't cost us anything. We've got the service provider anyway. Like if they unsubscribe, like of course we don't want them to, but at the same time, if they do, like, what have we lost?
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Well, hopefully, and I mean, this can be a whole different. This probably could be its own topic in a couple of weeks here, of just what we do to gain those subscribers as from the get go, right? Like lead magnets. I don't know. Have we done lead magnets?
I don't know.
We talked a little bit in the beginning. Oh, you mean as a total subject? No, but that's not a bad. It's not a bad idea.
That might be a good follow-up good follow-up episode for us to do, talking about lead magnets and what we do and that more with the intricacies of email marketing.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be really helpful.
Yeah, totally. Big topic.
And thank you, Nick, for the love. Love you too, man. At some point, I got to get you out here to paint this because this is, this still needs to be fixed up a lot, but it's all right for right now. I'm not.
There you go, Nick. Get Joe's email address and send him an email.
Pedro, you got a friend, Sam. Pedro says, "Good day."
Hey, Pedro. Yeah, we spoke on the weekend.
Look at this chat is going wild. I love it.
Yay.
I'm sure I've missed something really good. Oh, Brad says email lists are the Rolodex of yesteryear. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I think that's probably pretty accurate.
Pretty much. Definitely.
I remember my Rolodex of yesteryear. I used to have a Rolodex.
Yes, so did I.
I loved it. I loved it so hard.
And do you know what our Rolodex turned into? Actually, this is really funny. When the internet started, it used to house my passwords. How bad is that?
Yes, of course it did. You just turn that dial.
Oh man, absolutely. Password.
Nobody would think to look there.
No, right?
It was a more innocent time.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have so much to protect.
When I used to get one email a week.
Yeah.
And it used to ding, you've got mail.
You've got mail.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Sam, you gotta grind my gears for this week?
Oh my goodness. I so do. And I know I don't do this often, but this one is really grinding my gears.
So special.
If someone books into someone else's calendar, Joe, if you book into my calendar, and I'm not talking to you specifically.
No, just please, you beat me
up. Totally not, because you do. I just want to say you do not do this, and neither does Jen. But if you book into my calendar and you ask me for a calendar link and you book in because you find a time that suits your schedule, I'm very happy to jump on a call with you. But I am not happy when you don't put it in your calendar, or if you turn up 15 minutes late. Someone booked into my calendar last week. No show. Someone else booked into my calendar last week. I rang that person just to make sure. Oh, maybe you forgot my Zoom. Oh, sorry, I'm busy now. And I'm not busy. There you go. There's my grind my gears. Please, if you book into someone's calendar, put it in your calendar. Respect their time. Please. Yes. Please respect their time.
Yes, that's rude.
That is really rude.
Not polite.
Oh, now I feel like I need some blood pressure medication.
That's like knocking on someone's door and then running away and hiding.
Yes.
That's not a perfect analogy. I'm sorry.
No, it's not anymore because somebody knocks on the door. Like, I don't even want to go to the door to answer.
Who even answers the door anymore? Like someone knocks on the door, you're like, you didn't text me. You did not text me first. I'm not answering the door.
Do not knock on the door. First of all, the dog, if you have dogs, You guys don't. I have a dog.
No.
Like things get crazy, things get real when you knock on the door. Yeah, actually saw a sign. I almost bought it. Now I've got to go back on Etsy. It was like, don't knock on the door, like text. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. So I was thinking about just leaving my phone number where the doorbell is. Like, just text me. Just text me.
Oh my goodness. Absolutely.
It's so much more peaceful. It's so civilized.
Get a Google Voice number first and use that number instead. So when the marketer, the door-to-door marketers come to the door, they're getting
they don't have my number.
They don't actually have your number, because I'm still getting phone calls from certain companies.
Oh my goodness.
Every like 2 months. So we know you notice that your roof still needs to be. I'm like, nah, it doesn't. I'm good. Have a good day. I don't know how many times you're gonna keep calling. I keep telling you, don't call anymore. I'll call you.
Oh, see, they should email you. They should email you.
And then I unsubscribe.
Dan, look, Elena and Mary Sue both have experienced your grind my gears. Elena, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Your time is valuable. Mary Sue,
Elena's time is very valuable. Can I give a shout out to Elena? She's one of my clients. She is a nurse. She looks after people in intensive care units. She is very busy, also running a business, and she does not have time for you not to add into your calendar. Please respect Elena's time.
What do we do with these people? Is there a punishment? I feel like there needs to be consequences.
Do we call people out by name?
No, we do not call people out by name. We do not do that.
That's the line? I'm sorry. I thought we were respecting people's time here, but apparently we need to respect their names. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I don't think they need to be publicly shamed, but I was like, is there like a snappy email response? Like, hey.
Well, actually, I do have a snappy email response. So I just send a message to my assistant and just say, hey, so-and-so did a no-show. And we've crafted an email message that says something like, I hope you're okay. Because, and here's a fun, actually, it's not funny at all. I can't even remember who I read this, but someone put on Facebook that they sent a really rude message to a no-show, and then they found out the next day that person had died.
Oh, no excuses. Just kidding.
So I now actually send an email saying, I hope you're okay and that you just forgot. So we're acknowledging that you didn't show up, but just in case your child has had, something really awful happen and you've had to go to the emergency department, then I'm okay with that. So
do you give them the reschedule link? Because I would leave the reschedule link out and make them work for it.
So the reschedule link goes in there on the first email, but it never does after that.
Right. Okay. That's how I would do it too.
Yeah, it never goes out. So when I've had someone reschedule their podcast 3 times, you don't get the link again.
No.
No, because that's a time that someone else could have booked in, either another guest or another client, or I could have gone out for lunch instead of sitting here waiting for your Zoom call.
because we plan our day around these meetings, and we, it's like Tetris, like sometimes with our schedules, like trying to fit everything in. So. Yeah, I mean, I get that emergencies happen. We're not talking about if you die. Like, okay, I understand you can't make it if you're dead. I realize your soul may not have like risen and your ghost is not available.
Oh my God, Jen.
I get it, but still.
Yeah.
So there we go. Joe, who's got your lunch money?
So it would be my local farmers market there. They don't have a website, but they've been around forever. They exist just up the street. So they got my money because we bought a bunch of plants from them for redoing the front of our house.
That's nice.
It is nice. So they got my lunch money, but they don't have a website, surprisingly enough.
But do they have an email list?
I don't know. They haven't posted on their Facebook since August 14th, August 12th, August 4th.
They're busy farming. They're very busy farming. Farming is hard work.
It is really hard work.
It's really hard work.
Yes, no, they're great though. I actually went to school with one of their kids, Jeff. So it's a local farm thing. So it's great.
Platts Farm Market. I love it.
Large sunflowers, $5. That sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
I love sunflowers.
Me too. Can you look at us? Can anybody look at a sunflower and not smile?
Exactly. How happy is sunflowers?
It's like an instant smile maker, the sunflower.
Yep.
It
like,
is.
It just brings happiness wherever it goes.
My sister actually just went to we're going to a sunflower farm tomorrow or something. She just took this updated headshot.
Oh, cool.
That's
it's not
nice.
far from our house.
I had a friend that went to a sunflower field, and she had a picture, and she was wearing a dress with sunflowers on it. I was like, that is outfit planning taken to the next level. Like
that's like wearing camo.
Well, I just happen to have the sunflower dress for the, that rare occasion when I'm in a sunflower field. I was so impressed.
Oh, so funny.
Okay, that was great, guys. I love the discussion on the email marketing. I think I could do better at it, honestly, but I love it.
Me too.
I think definitely I know that I could do better too, but I'm human. And also I'm not heartless. Thank you, Meg.
Wait, I was wondering, who is she talking about? You're not
I don't know.
Maybe is it me? I'm
definitely. It could be any of us, really.
So you aren't.
It's okay.
So you aren't heartless, or you aren't heartless? Question. So you aren't. I don't know.
I'm just going with the sunglasses. I'm just going with I'm cool.
Yeah.
That means we are out.
we are out. Next week is my week. Because
actually, the week after.
Week.
Oh yeah,
not here next week.
I'm sorry, we're not here next week.
We are off next week. Jen, one last time, promote your summit coming.
That's why we're not here, because I'm going to be busy at the Six Figure Salon virtual conference. Smallbusinessgrit.com. Get your tickets. It's not an arm and a leg, but it is a ton of value, because I don't know how to do things any other way. In fact, Mary Sue and I, who I do the conference with, we booked some time with a consultant who's an expert on using events as sales funnels. And she said that our summit had so much value that we should be charging like 5 times more than what we're charging for it. And that is a third-party evaluation. I'm just saying, this is probably going to be the lowest price we'll ever offer a summit again. so get in while you can. You're going to hang out with some very ambitious, motivated, positive women who believe that, we all can lift each other up and support each other and grow our businesses and our fempires. And be financially successful. There's a scary statistic about women business owners, like 80% don't break 6 figures. And we want to smash the patriarchy, but also smash that statistic. So join us, because I feel very strongly that women make fantastic business people. And we're out to make sure there's more of them making very good income from their businesses.
Love that.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely. And then this weekend I am doing the Icon 6 Indie PodCon. It's our virtual event. It's our annual event. Like, what's so sad was I was looking at my iPad, reminded me of pictures from last year, and I'm looking at pictures of us, sitting on the couch and
so different.
I know, it's just coming to my memories too. I'm just like crying, going, I should be in America right now.
You absolutely should. And I should be in Australia in October. Melissa is quite sad. I am quite sad.
We're very sad. Every time I walk down the road, I'm like, we should be going down here with Joe and Melissa.
I know.
It's a different world than a year ago, guys. Isn't it?
It is.
My heart. It genuinely sucks. But we're going to make up for it as best we can with the Icon 6 happening. It's a virtual event, 2 days. We have 30 plus speakers. Some of them are Hall of Fame speakers. Samantha Riley over here is one of our speakers, which is awesome. I don't think I have a topic for you yet.
No, Sam, we're staying on after this goes, after we stop going live. We need to chat.
Yes, I think we do. I got to get actually a couple people. I still have a couple of TBAs to find out what the heck they're speaking about. So anyway, yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're going to host it in a Zoom room so that we can all see each other. It's an 80s theme, so bring your 80s dress or
that's fun. fun.
Or yeah, right. Like I thought it would be fun to
Love
have
it.
this kind of theme. So it's going to be a really great time. We have prizes to give away too, including a graphic design done by Readily Random Graphics, and Jody Krangles is giving up a voice. She'll do a professional voiceover for you.
So cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that's our you could win that when you win the creative podcast workshop this year. So that's it's a little bit different than previous years, but it's good. It's real good. So anyway, yeah, there's that, and we want to hear from you. So please send us your questions and suggestions over at questions@businessgeekspodcast.com. And if you've enjoyed this episode of the Business Geeks podcast, please share it with the Business Geek in your life. Leave us a review over at your favorite podcast choice thing, your favorite podcast listening app of choice, whether it's iTunes or iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever that works for you. Catch us not next Monday. We're off next Monday. Catch us in 2 Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and Tuesday 7 a.m. I should start them. Oh wait. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, wrong music. Catch us next Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Time. Take care, everybody. Have a great week ahead.